really think that's everything. Hope that's everything. Got my pass, phone, wallet, keys. Not sure what else I would need here. So, yeah, here we go. Okay, the bolt sheared off inside the screw hole for the alternator, so this is not how I wanted tonight to go. So I need to get really creative to find a way to hold the alternator up like that. So let's get to it. All right, this is officially ridiculous. There's really no place to tie anything off or screw anything in. So we got bungee cords going to the front here, holding tension on that belt, which is, not very much. So we'll see if the alternator's working. I turn the car on. Oh, buddy. All right, here we are. I made it. Leadville, Colorado. No, the drive up here was not anxiety riddled at all. I don't know what to say. The bolt for the tensioner for the alternator and the belt just completely snapped while I was driving. And so now the shank of the bolt is still in the alternator and the head is just somewhere along the road. So yeah, that's going to be a tricky repair. I am not even sure what the hell to do about that. I've thought about just taking the alternator back to AutoZone with the lifetime warranty and just being like, hey, I need another one. Even though nothing's really wrong with the alternator. It's just there's a bolt stuck in it. The shank of a bolt stuck in it anyway. So yeah, that's interesting. I've never seen that happen before. Yep. This is exactly what I'm looking for. Let's go. All right. Up here at the Walmart in Frisco, Breckenridge. But yeah, so I had a great day snowboarding at Copper. Now I am trying to decide just how far I'm going to try to push it with this trip. All things considered, I know the car needs a lot of work that I've been putting off for a while, especially because I've been staying in a place where it was I wasn't really relying on the car as heavily. But yeah, so got these screw extractors, so should be able to get that bolt out of the alternator, but I've got to get the alternator out. So it's a big project that I don't want to be doing in the cold, if I can be honest. I just don't like working on the car in the cold. It's not fun. But you got to do what you got to do. I can hear the belt going squeaky, squeaky, squeak right now, but the solution is kind of holding. So I think I am going to try for Steamboat tomorrow. I made it all the way up here. It's what I said I was going to do this weekend. So, let's do it. But, yeah. Anyway. Ooh, the spooky lighting. I imagine that some of the shots for this video might start to look a little samey, so I'm going to try to mix it up tomorrow. But, yeah, up here in Steamboat, it's been a good night. Just hung out. At one point, somebody did pull up in the parking lot, just thumping bass, and I was like, all right, well, it's only 10 o'clock, but, yeah, just played some video games. I got my battery enough to run the heater till the morning, and then, yeah, I don't know, I might try to kind of head back to Taos on Monday, since it seems like I've got a fair bit to do, and it would just be good to have a day to settle in and everything. Anyway, morning, here we are. Steamboat Springs. while I see a lot of van lifers here, I've been doing some reading last night, and I guess the town just made ordinances against van life. Great. It's like the year I get into this is the year they make all the laws about it. That happens to me with like every hobby, and I'm getting really annoyed with America at this point. Like, do we need rules about everything? Like, I'm sorry, I get into skateboarding, and all of a sudden there's all these like laws about skateboarding and where you can and can't do it. I get into drones, and now there's all these laws about drones. I get into van life, and now they're making all these laws about van life. It's just like, was anyone really hurting anybody else, or were they just like living how they wanted to live, you know? That's kind of how I feel about it, you know, where I'm like, it's a personal freedom. You should be allowed to do these things if you want to. And, you know, I'm glad that there are things that still haven't been ruined, like snowboarding, but, you know, they have to have laws especially for that, so that they don't get sued, you know, by somebody. Like, oh, I hurt myself on your mountain, it's your fault. Like, no. Anyway, I don't mean to be so, like, grumpy first thing in the morning. I was just sort of noticing that last night. Yeah, time to make us some coffee. All right, this is not my usual lighting or angle, but yeah, so I made a right at Copper, started heading up toward Leadville, and the belt decided to finally give out. I guess there wasn't enough tension on it, and there was too much friction, and the belt just gave out. So yeah, it was a bit of a scare, you know. I was kind of going up the hill, boof, and then ting, 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 there goes my 15mm socket. Not socket, but crescent wrench, and I'll need to get a new one of those to replace the one that I just lost. And yeah, you know, and the battery light comes on, and then it's flashing, and I know, like, okay, turn off the high beams, turned off everything, the fan, anything that would have been drawing power. And yeah, I just turned around as soon as I found a good spot, and just kind of came down here to the Copper parking lot. And I know you're not supposed to overnight camp here. Like, I know that. All right, it is 11:30 at night. I got my alternator out. Let me show you guys what is causing all the grief. See, there's the end of a bolt is stuck inside there. So I'm gonna try to get it out by drilling a small pilot hole, and then using one of these guys to pull the bolt out. So yeah, time to do this. Okay, got it out. Actually got it out while I was drilling it. It went all the way through. So now I just have to get it off the bit. Actually, I can just remove the bit. Yay, self-reflection. All right. So I decided to take a little break here and try to, I guess, I still need to get the bit out of the screw. But honestly, if I lose a drill bit to this, I've already lost one, that's fine. I really don't care. Trying to keep things sane, but I'm taking a little break right now. I've got the alternator back in there. I got the EGR valve back in there. Everything is back where it's supposed to go. I just need to reconnect the battery and put the belt on. And I've actually never put the belt on, so this will be interesting. But you guys are gonna think I'm crazy, but I'm making a cup of coffee right now. Or actually, I'm making a dirty hippie, which is a chai latte with espresso in it, because I don't want to sleep in this lot.
and I don't want to sleep in this slot. And honestly, a part of me just wants to try to beeline it back to Taos tonight, but that seems like a bad idea. Like, I wouldn't even get there till like 3 a.m., which is ridiculous. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what my plan exactly is, but, at least not be in this lot. I can make it up to Leadville. I'm sure that there's, all the gas stations are going to be open, so. Alright, let's not go too crazy there. Yeah, it is midnight. That's the kind of night it is. It's the kind of night where I get shit done. And yeah, time's relative, right? But that's kind of what I was thinking with this whole thing was like, damn, I have all night. I have 50% battery. Now I only have 38% battery. So it's not like I could even really do much of anything. Like, I couldn't edit a video, I couldn't play games, I couldn't watch anything. And I was just sitting here just like, oh God, I know what I need to do. So I guess, I just did it. Hey, by the way, not that he watches my channel, but like, Brandon, thank you so much for these. Or Lou. It was either Brandon or Lou. Both people had given me work gloves. I can't remember which ones were given by who, but those things came in so clutch tonight because they have rubber grip fingers, and I was able to, work outside with the glove liners inside of them and, just get everything done. So that's awesome. That's exactly what I needed. So thank you. I'm going to cut this off here. I got the tools back out, and I got my little latte made. So I'm just going to chill for a second and then go out there, put the belt on, and reconnect the battery and start the car. So, yeah. Car is running. No battery light. I guess we won't know if it's overheating until it warms up. But overall, very, very happy. Got my car running. Maybe I'll go try to find that 15 millimeter. It's currently 1 in the morning. I don't even know how I'm awake right now, but I'm very awake right now. It's probably the coffee. But anyway, I'm gonna cut it here. Gonna probably try to get out of this parking lot so I don't get in trouble tomorrow morning. And we'll see where I land. So stay safe out there. I will say, like, having some mechanical knowledge and knowing how your own car works, that is priceless information. Just to be able to know what is going wrong, how to fix it, and having the tools on hand to do so, I can't imagine another way to do this. Just so many times it has saved my butt. So yeah, you guys have a good one, and I'll catch you in the morning.